Hi guys, I thought I'd do a quick update. Karen had the baby this morning, so I fed at 6:30. She was looking quite comfortable, but also just something was a bit different. I was sort of keeping an eye on her anyway. So she started to labour not long after. I think it was 6:30 I fed, so it was maybe an hour or two later. She started to birth, and easy, she popped out the baby, and the other one it was starting to stand up when we noticed that she's having a second baby. Came out normally, perfectly fine, healthy, up on its feet. Everything seemed to be going pretty good. She was nudging the second born one away from her, and we thought, while she's letting the other one feed, and I thought, well, this is okay, that's fine. We just stood back because Karen's not a huge fan of us, so she never has been since she was born. But we just sort of stand back and let her do her thing, and we just kept a close eye on. And anyway, the gentle nudges started to become quite aggressive headbutts and pushing her away and trying to get between her and the other baby. She was not interested. And so trying to intervene actually started to become a bit dangerous for me as well. Sorry, the boys are over on the trampoline. It's school holidays. So yeah, I worked really hard, and it got to a point where Karen was going to hurt me or the lamb. I stood back as much as I could, but I've had to intervene, and we're now hand raising a lamb. The second one. Karen's doing a great job. She's being an amazing first-time mum to the boy. She's loving on him, she's feeding him, she's looking after him, she's protecting him. But she just was not interested in the other one, and which makes it really hard. But we've done this before, so I'm just sitting out here. I've got her in the outside yard here. She's feeding, so we always have Divedalac milk on hand. Good morning, guys. I'm not sure what time it actually is. It's quite early. Yeah. So I feel like my day started at 6:30 yesterday morning, and it hasn't stopped. So, what's happening? Yeah, I'm not sure where I've left you on the update. I think I was in the middle of talking about getting colostrum powder for the girl that Karen had. So the update on that, we got colostrum into her. She's feeding beautifully. She's super strong, super healthy, running around. Yeah, so she's doing super well. I kept an eye on Karen to make sure she passed the placenta, which she did, which was fantastic. Checked on the little boy, and he seemed very content. So thought, right, she's doing her job. She was licking him, loving him, fantastic. Fast forward another hour, I went out and checked, and I noticed that he was quite lethargic. So I went out and I made sure that he got up, and he went to feed, and she walked away. And I thought, okay, I'm just going to give them space. So I stood from afar, and anyway, so sure enough, she was loving him, calling out to him. But she just left him. She went over to the other side of the yard, and at the same time we started to get some really heavy torrential rain, and I thought, oh gosh, what am I going to do here? So I got some hay and took her over to him. I didn't want to touch the lamb just in case she rejected him, so I picked up some hay, took it over to it, and she went over, and he went to suckle, and she headbutted him into a puddle of water. He tried again, and then he just walked over to the other side of the yard and just stood there in the rain, and then he laid down in a mud puddle. And I thought, what am I going to do here? And I went over to him, and I checked his mouth, and he had no suck reflex. He was freezing cold. And so I picked him up, and I took him over. It was absolutely torrential rain. I couldn't even see a metre in front of me, really, and it was just incredible, the downpour that we had. And I picked him up and I took him over to her, and she headbutted us both. And I thought, okay, it might just be me. So I put him down, and she literally ran so fast away from that little guy. So I'm feeding two lambs. We tried. I tried. I didn't know what else to do because it was pouring down with rain. If I'd yarded her, it would have gotten quite dangerous. And I'd thought about bringing them up to a stable. And that's actually one of the main reasons I thought if I picked up the lamb, I could lead, because that's what we do. Like, we pick up the lamb and they follow their lamb. The mum follows them to a stable, so they're in a better area to contain them. She wasn't having a bar of it. And so let's fast forward to this morning. The lamb wouldn't feed. He'd lost all his suckle, so I've worked hard all night. And sorry if I'm rambling. I'm just trying to get out as much information as possible so that you guys understand that I have worked hard to try and keep these lambs on this ewe, and I've worked hard to keep these lambs alive as well. And so probably about 4 o'clock this morning, he finally started suckling, and he got a decent feed. He's passed his meconium, he's done a wee, he's looking a lot brighter. And just before I came out here, he asked for another bottle. He asked for more food. So I've given him a top up, and I've given the little girl a top up. She's going great guns. Now, we saw the boy feeding yesterday, so we're pretty sure he got colostrum. But I'm going to give him some colostrum. I didn't have any left. I just had enough for the girl yesterday, but I've got some more, which I'm going to go and give him now. So anyway, I'm quite tired, but I just thought I'd quickly update you guys because we take you along on all of this. Now, ups and downs happen. I worked as hard as I could. I've just rung Adam. He's 10 hours away from here. Like, there's nothing he can do, but I've had a chat to him. I've had some other things just go, like, wow. This morning, like, the best way to tell that Adam's not here is everyone decides to go rogue and have an absolute ball about it. We've had torrential rain, which, oh my gosh, it's so good because it's going in the tanks. This is like the best thing ever because we don't get rain in winter, and it's winter. We're almost halfway through winter, and we've still got grass, we've still got water. Like, it's just incredible. So I'm not complaining about the rain. It made things tricky last night. Maybe things would have gone different, I'm not sure. But in saying that, it's made a few little issues, and I've had some fences get knocked over and stuff overnight. So I've just been out doing some fencing. I've got 2 little boys who need me, and I've got 2 little lambs that need me as well. So I'm going to wind this up. But I thought I'm going to do a quick video of the lambs and introduce you to them. And I'm not sure how this video, it's going to be very mishmash. So if you've made it to this far, thank you. And I'm going to do a separate video on what to do if your lamb is orphaned or rejected. I've had a bit of experience in that department, and I've been learning, and I've done all of this with consultation with my vet. I was a bit flustered yesterday, and I reached out to a few people, so thank you for that. But anyway, I'm going to wind this up because I'm going to start to ramble. I need to get back inside because it's about to start raining again. And yeah, so thank you for following along with this story with Karen. Decisions have to be made with her, but at the moment she's perfectly fine. So she's happy, she's healthy. She just doesn't want to be a mum at this stage. You know, it happens. And she had twins too. If she had one, it might be different. This is what we're not sure. So yeah, so I'm going to get some footage of the lambs, and then I'll wind it up. So thanks guys, bye. Good morning, Lammy. Hey, I'll get you a proper pen today. Hey little boy. Hi, how you doing? You okay? What's a big yawn? Yeah. Mommy. Good boy. Hey, little girl. Hey, little girl. Hello, sweetheart. Hey, what you doing? Hey, little guy. Hey, welcome to this crazy world. Hey. Oh, no. Santa, we need a big thing. Hey, there they are. It's raining, so I can't put them outside yet. So they're in a pen in the house. What does Alfie think of them? There we go. That's the twins. Thank you. We've got to name them, don't we, boys? Yeah.